just had to come to grips with an extremely, and when I say extremely, I mean extremely hard pill for me to swallow. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am Katie Stone, and this is Stone's Second Sense. If you are new here, consider hitting that subscribe button, giving us a like, and maybe even sharing with a friend, because here we don't gatekeep the Second Amendment. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about this to start with. U.S. Justice Department plans gun rights office within civil rights unit. Now, when I read that headline, the die-hard Second Amendment supporter in me screamed at the top of its lungs, all you people need to do is abolish the ATF, repeal the NFA and the GCA, and leave us the heck alone. And I'm sure that was probably the thought that some of you had based off of, well, this. Take a look. Here we have, let's see if I can make this a little smaller so you guys can read it. Here we have the Department of Justice announced the creation of a new office focused on enforcing the constitutional right to bear arms. This one says U.S. Justice Department plans gun rights offices within the Civil Rights Unit, and Harmeet Dillon, who is the Assistant Attorney General in the Civil Rights Division, says gun rights are civil rights. Can't wait to get to work on this new initiative. And then Texas gun rights, it basically saying exactly what I was screaming. All we had to do was abolish the ATF and repeal the NFA. Native Patriot, whoever that is, says that instead of dismantling the ATF, they create another government institution. And then we have United States Office of Gun Rights. They say the Justice Department plans to expand. They do that. They go on and say that. Of course, they said the office called the Second Amendment rights. Okay, well, they just go on and do an entire article and share the article. This right here says Second Amendment rights are civil rights. And this one here, so it looks like some of these are very positive, other than, obviously the ones like us that are screaming what we're screaming. This one says, boom, Trump is putting gun rights on equal footing as civil rights. The Civil Rights Unit of the DOJ will now fight for gun rights against states that are limiting them. Now that you've seen that, this one right here really got me, y'all. And right here he says, hard pill to swallow. Okay, now this is something right here. He posted this. Let's look at this. It says, hard pill to swallow. The Trump admin is the most pro 2A in modern history, even with their defense of the NFA. And I want to talk about that because that is an extremely hard pill to swallow. And don't come at me. Don't click off just yet. Let's talk about this. I want to know your thoughts. Do you agree with that or do you not? Because Giffords posted something, not Giffords, Everytown posted something too that really caught my attention. I want to show you guys. Everytown posted this same article, and this is what they had to say about it. And I want you to pay close attention because just listen. They say the Trump administration shut down the White House Office of Gun Violence Prevention. And I'll be honest with you guys, I kind of forgot about that. Not that I forgot about it, because it's been almost a whole year, right? So it's not that I actually forgot about it. It's just that the NFA is something that we just want so bad that I feel like it's kind of like really wanting dessert. Like you want dessert really, really bad, and you forget that you need to eat your protein. No, that's a stupid analogy because the NFA is unconstitutional. Anyways, moving on. They say the Trump administration shut down the White House Office of Gun Violence Prevention, and they go on to say, and plans to open a gun rights office within the Civil Rights Division of the Department of Justice. Now here's their nonsense. They say, when gun violence is the #1 cause of death for children and teens in this country. It's not, but moving on. They say this absurd decision shows, once again, that they care more about keeping the gun lobby happy than keeping communities safe. Now, we know if all they wanted to do was keep us happy, repeal the NFA, repeal the GCA, and abolish the ATF. We already know. Those are the three things that I feel like once you have spent any time in the 2A space, those are the things that you scream at the top of your lungs every time something happens. And I know, ladies and gentlemen, it is hard for me to accept that it might be one of, I'm not going to say it's the best, but one of the best for gun rights we've had in a long time. I'm not saying that that's hard, because I mean, you guys know how the last one was. And then of course, you know, Obama. So there's that. But whew, I don't know. I'm telling y'all, this hit me, and I immediately got in defense, and I was like, you've got to be kidding me. And then I started thinking, and I saw Everytown's post, and you know, that's hard for me to swallow. I'm curious, is that true? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say that I am all hurrah Pam Bondi, because I'm not. I don't think, I'll be honest with you, I think we're all tired, and I'll show it to you. Where's it at? 1 second, I'm gonna go big screen so you don't have to see me switching through tabs. Here it is, this right here. I think everyone in the Second Amendment space, and everyone period, is tired, really, really, really extremely tired of seeing this right here. And it's not that it's completely untrue. I can't, after seeing the things that have been accomplished, I cannot say that it is completely false. But what I will say is I am extremely tired of AG Pam Bondi doing her virtual self-pats on the back. I mean, how many times have you guys seen Pam Bondi's face pop up on the screen on the television of her telling her all the things she's going to do, and then it feels like she doesn't actually do them? And I'm not going to say they don't get done. All of them don't get done. I would say she's probably not the one that actually does it. But that's beside the point. I mean, she's supposed to delegate, right? But I will tell you that I absolutely cannot stand anyone who sounds this conceited or this self-absorbed when they talk. She says, my Justice Department will continue to be the most pro-Second Amendment Justice Department history. And there's something else that I noticed in here. I mean, she keeps on going. And, I mean, early on in this, she said, my Justice Department. And I get it. I mean, she's the Attorney General, you know, of the Justice Department. I get that. But, like, something about it grates my nerves to see her say, my Justice Department, and then brag about everything she does. It is so extremely frustrating, and I'm sure I'm not the only one who feels this way. Now, somebody, I read a comment, somebody's like, how much did the Trump administration pay you to shill for them? Okay, for starters, do you guys not remember when Trump was running for office, and I don't believe that I may have, you guys can check me on this. I'm not trying to say that I am something that I'm not, but I don't remember ever saying that you need to vote for Trump. I remember specifically saying that you do not need to vote for Kamala Harris when it comes to Second Amendment rights, because all the other things that I don't agree with aside that she stood for, she was diehard, you coming for your Second Amendment rights. She can say that she's pro-Second Amendment but all day long, but she openly said that she was going to take our rights multiple times. We saw it, assault weapons ban, this, that, blah, blah, blah. We heard her say that. So I told you, if you want to support the Second Amendment, and you do support the Second Amendment, Kamala Harris is probably not the one to vote for, okay? I'm pretty sure I told you that a million times. But I don't ever remember saying that Trump is our savior and that he is going to make all things better. Was he the lesser of the two evils? Yes. Does he make a lot more pro 2A decisions than most other people in his position in the last, 15 years? Probably. Hard pill to swallow, ladies and gentlemen. The Trump administration is the most pro-2A in modern history, even with their defense of the NFA. Is that true or is it not? Let me know down in the comments. Ladies and gentlemen, please don't hit me too hard if you disagree with me. Let's just talk about it in the comments. Don't hate me, okay? Because I'm just trying to be a voice of reason with all the hate, because trust me, as soon as I came across this, I'm screaming at the top of my lungs, just abolish the ATF, repeal the NFA, the GCA, and leave us the heck alone. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about it in the comments. Let me know. Hit that subscribe button. If you think that I'm on the right path here, that by trying to be positive, like, just hit the subscribe button and let me know your opinions and your thoughts in the comments, because I'm trying to find positive where it seems like we're being flooded with negative, and I get it. It's hard because as a die-hard Second Amendment supporter, I feel like it's so frustrating to see them supporting and defending the NFA when we all know that it's unconstitutional. It's frustrating. I don't know. What are your thoughts? Let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't hate me. Have a great day.